live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender series, making Toph more feminine is one of the weirdest ways to approach her character. It's not to say that there's something wrong with having feminine characters. You can write feminine characters in a way that they're interesting, multifaceted, complex characters. Katara is a feminine character and she's a fan favorite. But when you're talking about Toph and who she is and her core characteristics, it's strange to say that you would want to increase her femininity when it's a consistent point in the show that she goes against the norm. One of the ways she finds to be her true self while keeping it a secret from her parents is through professional wrestling. She's shit-talking, she's spitting, she's taking out professional earthbenders. She's straight up humiliated Wayne the Boulder Jackson. How about in the episode with the Ember Island players, where she is overjoyed at the fact that she's being depicted as a giant, big, buff brolic dude who uses his screams as echolocation. This isn't to say that it's inherently wrong to ever give her a girly characteristic. But Toph, when she was being her true self, just wasn't like that 9 out of 10 times. Her parents, in particular her dad, tried to force her into a box where she's just protected, shielded from the world, helpless. But being that way isn't true to who she is. The person that she really is someone who is loud and likes to fight and is a very talented earthbender and fiercely independent. Now, to be fair, they're not saying that they're going to straight up remove all those aspects of her character, but looking at the way they treated so many of their female characters in season 1, I don't really have high hopes that they're going to have a good balance here. Season 1 had this reoccurring habit of toning down some of the core characteristics of the girls in the cast. In particular, I feel like Katara suffered the worst from it, and you can really see it in the scene where she fights Master Paku. You really can't tell me that you can watch the animated version and then watch the live action version and tell me that the live action version had the same gravity that the animated one did. It wasn't just that it was a really cool fight scene, it was also a very significant character moment for Katara. It's a display of her boldness, her unwillingness to compromise when things are unfair, and it's a showcase of how much she's developed her skills as a waterbender. The live action version felt like it was very subdued by comparison. The animosity between Katara and Paku wasn't really there. Katara's ferocity wasn't really there. Also, I'll be honest, the fight itself I wasn't crazy about. So them toning down Katara's ferocity, in my opinion, ultimately hurt the character. And in a similar way, when I hear that they want to tone up Toph's femininity, I worry that it's going to hurt her character in a similar way. Toph's humanizing characteristics were not negated by her lack of femininity. If anything, I think the original show did such a good job of making it play into her character that it adds to her character. It's not something her character is lacking to be more fleshed out. I'm not trying to do too much. I'm not trying to melt down and freak out. All I'm saying is that with the show's track record of how it's been handling its female characters up until this point, plus what was said, I am a little worried.